Hey guys, it's Kirsten Ott with LularoeKirstenOtt, and I thought I would do a video today. I was having a call last night with one of the people that I sponsor that's in the queue, and we were talking about things that I wish I would have done while in the queue, and I thought it makes a really good video thinking back, and I'm going to do a couple in this series, but this is going to be the first one. 5 things I wish I would have done while in the queue. Now, the one thing I do want to say is I did everything that was absolutely necessary. I had the room set up and I really focused on that. I focused on writing a business plan, what I was going to carry there. I did publish a video on doing a business plan. I think that's probably the #1 most important thing. But there are a few just kind of little things looking back now that I really wish I would have done that I'm now taking the time to do. And I just wanted to go over those with you. The first one is get an accounting system in place. I have a huge file, which then turned into a huge shoebox, where I put every receipt of everything I bought. I kept folders on my computer. That's really not an accounting system. So there are several systems available. You could do it on your own. I have talked to an accountant, which was incredibly helpful. I wish I would have done that day one or the day after I signed up. However, at this point, I'm going back and I picked up a program. There's numerous programs out there, so I won't go into which one, that just tracks your expenses, tracks your sales, tracks your initial investment. And I wish I would have done that and gotten into the habit from day one. Anytime I've done a giveaway or I've kept maybe 2 or 3 things for myself, I have some people that help me. Sometimes I pay them in clothes. I have lists in a notebook. That's not an accounting system. So as long as you have the information, you can always go back and figure it out, which was my thought. But I really wish I would have set it up correctly when I had the time before I onboarded. So that's one thing. And just for the record, it's January 2017. I onboarded at the beginning of November. So at this point, I have been selling for 2 months. And I also will later do kind of a 2-month update video. But my first thing I wish I would have done was have an accounting system in place. The second thing is, it is so overwhelming when you get 20 some boxes. I ordered a lot of additional stuff when I started. All this inventory comes and you're just overwhelmed. Did a good job, did what everyone recommended, put the dupes away, hung everything up, took the pictures. Well, there's what I wish I would have done in the queue. I thought, hey, I've taken tons of pictures in my life. This is going to be no problem. I had bought a backdrop and I thought, I'm good to go. Well, you know what? I never really got the backdrop out. I did a little bit. I didn't play with it. I had the mannequin. I had all the pieces. I just never really put them together. And I watched some YouTube videos and I thought I was going to do, I was going to do signs on Canva. And then I was going to use PicMonkey and it was going to be great. Well, I did do that and I thought I took better pictures from my digital SLR and I just didn't really think through the time. You don't have a lot of time once you start this business, especially if you work another job. I have 3 active kids. If you can streamline any process up front, you're going to be a lot better off and just playing with the pictures. So what I ended up doing is I took all the initial pictures, got them all ready for the launch, and now, right after the holidays, I spent 3 days photographing all my inventory all over again with pictures that were closer up, with a very uncluttered background. I didn't have a cluttered background to begin with, but also just very graphic and also with a really nice blow up. I take them on my phone, I collage them as I go. The way I used to do it was taking them with the digital camera, uploading them, and then doing it in PicMonkey or any kind of program like that. It took forever. It took forever for them to save. It was a lot of managing photos. This is so much quicker and the quality is really pretty great. So if that's probably a video that we'll do at another time. But to just refresh, the second thing to do, set up your photos. Make sure it's visually appealing. Try taking pictures with clothing on. Make sure you get the lighting right. Do that ahead of time. We were trying to do that when the clothes came. We had some shadows, we didn't quite have the lighting right, and it drove me crazy. I thought I was an expert because I watched a couple YouTube videos. No, you have to try it and really get it down. Of course you're going to learn as you go, but if I was more prepared, that would have made those original days a lot easier. The third thing I wish I would have had done is all the marketing materials ready to go. I shopped like crazy when I was in the queue. I was wearing LuLaRoe every day. I got all kinds of things in the mail to me. I saw all different kinds of people's sites getting great marketing ideas. I kept notes on how great they were. Well, what I should have done was hopped right on WordSwag, Canva, any of these various things, and made a setup of different graphics that you need. Graphics that you need for marketing. Graphics that you need for, hey, 1 hour before shopping, half an hour before shopping, some giveaway ideas, all invoices have been sent, all of those type of things that you see. If I would have had a library of it, I would have been better off. In reality, it takes a couple seconds to make something like that on WordSwag, but at 2 in the morning when you're done invoicing people, sometimes you're not feeling your most creative. So if you can have a stable of those things going in, that would have been really smart. It wouldn't have taken me much time, and then I could build to it as I go. Also, just creating a system within your computer of how you store those files and the pictures. If I would have thought that through up front, now I just am randomly scrolling through my phone. You need to, once you onboard, time is of the essence. Time is something you're short of. If I could have come up with ways to save time, I would be ahead of the game. So that is my third tip. To get yourself as ready as you can. Along those lines, the fourth tip, I wish I would have taken a bunch of pictures, myself, my family, my friends, in LuLaRoe, even right after I onboarded. I should do it right now. I should go out and do it today. Take 10 or 15 outfits and just take a whole bunch of Instagram photos. So when you're having a day where you don't have anything to post, you have kind of a backlog. It's really nice to be consistent, and that's what I'm trying to do. And it really does pay off with members in your group and everything else if you can consistently be on all social media. Things like Pinterest, I have a lot and I've posted a lot there and I've been consistent. Instagram, I've been fairly consistent, but if I had a stable of things to draw from, it would have been great. Now I live in upstate New York. It's cold, it's snowy. I think it was like -5 degrees this morning with the wind chill. You're not really running out to take photos. So if you can do that ahead of time, you're better off. And the last thing, get your cards in order. Get your house in order. Sleep, because you're not going to sleep a lot once you start. I'm really just kind of kidding on this fifth one, but the more things you can get ready, the better off you're going to be. And I do kind of mean it. Get your house ready, get things organized, so you're not going to have a ton of time to reorganize your spice cabinet once you start this up. So projects that you've wanted to get done at home, try to get those done. But really, my real fifth item is practice going live, practice videos. All of those things matter. You do need to put yourself out there, and I wish I would have practiced a little more. I will tell you that a friend of mine who helps me, who's very technically driven, she created a group to practice going live in Facebook, and that was fantastic. I'll actually post the group. I'll try to post it to this video and also put it in the links. But the more you practice, the more you're getting used to it, and you're going to be so much better off. So when you get that call and your inventory comes, you can really hit the ground running. So with that, I would love it if you'd like this video. I did do another video on things to do in the queue, kind of how to set up, supplies to buy, that type of thing. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and look for some new videos. I'm going to do some videos on some of the other things that we're learning in our team, and I really wanted to talk to everyone about Team ePodl and what a great team it is. Briefly, everyone, I think there's 30 or 35 of us, we basically all onboarded around the same time. And it's just it's really great being in a group that has so many people that onboarded at the same time. It's a really positive space. We share a lot with one another, and it allows us to kind of push each other forward. Amy and Eric, they've been on YouTube forever doing some other things. Amy is a fabulous, fabulous leader, and it's been great to be on a team that knows so much about social media, and I've learned a lot. And even though everyone on our team is relatively new, our upline is Tiffany Cook, who is someone who's been around and really helped, her team has really helped build the LuLaRoe business. So to me, it's kind of the dream team. Anyways, if you are curious about LuLaRoe, I would love to talk to you. Send me an email, send me an email and we'll get on the phone and have a quick chat. I'm a tell it like it is kind of person, and I would love to talk to you about it. So again, like this page, subscribe, or hey, I would love to talk to you about the opportunity. Thanks again. Bye-bye.